If you're looking for movies or TV shows featuring Hulu movies in 2024, you just click on the right video. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on discovering great movies and TV shows again. Number 1. Alien, Romulus, 2024. Set between the events of the 1979 film and Aliens, 1986, the plot follows a group of young space colonists who venture into the depths of an abandoned space station. There, they discover a terrifying life form, forcing them to fight desperately for their survival. The cast includes Kaylee Speeney, David Johnson, Archie Renault, and Isabella Merced. The production is signed by Ridley Scott, while the script was written by Alvarez himself, based on the characters created by Dan O'Bannon and Ronald Shusett. The film seeks to recapture the claustrophobic atmosphere and psychological horror that made the franchise famous, promising to please both old fans and new viewers. Number 2. Oddity, 2024.
This is not real.
When Danny, Carolyn Bracken, is brutally murdered in the remote country home she and her husband Ted, Gwilym Lee, are renovating, everyone suspects a patient at the local psychiatric hospital where Ted works as a doctor. But shortly after the tragic murder, the suspect turns up dead. A year later, Danny's blind twin sister, Darcy, also Carolyn Bracken, a self-proclaimed clairvoyant and collector of cursed objects, makes an unexpected visit to Ted and his new girlfriend, Yana, Caroline Menton. Darcy is convinced there is more to her sister's murder than people realize, and has brought the most dangerous objects in her curse collection with her to exact revenge. Number 3. Hold Your Breath, 2024.
Mama, were you outside all night?
Oklahoma in the 1930s. Margaret Bellum, Sarah Paulson, cares for her 2 daughters in her house on the dusty prairie. She is waiting for her husband, who has a job far away, to return. Margaret is still suffering from the loss of a 3rd child and is repeatedly awakened by nightmares. These dreams intensify when she learns from the other community residents about a strange creature, the Gray Man. He is said to be able to move through wind and dust and thus penetrate houses through the smallest cracks, where he takes possession of the people living there and makes them do terrible things. Number 4. Small Things Like These, 2024.
Slow to anger and rich in mercy.
Set in 1985, Bill Furlong, Cillian Murphy, a coal salesman in a small Irish town dominated by the influence of the Catholic Church. On Christmas Eve, Bill makes a shocking discovery when he finds a woman imprisoned in a coal shed, a victim of punishments imposed by the Magdalene Laundries, where the church kept those considered out of the norm. This encounter provokes a deep inner conflict in Bill, who finds himself torn between emotion and morality. As the dark secrets of the town begin to emerge, Bill confronts his own childhood memories of poverty and unfulfilled longings. In doing so, he questions what kindness and compassion truly mean in a world marked by silence and oppression. Number 5. Mr. Crocket, 2024.
Like me, whenever you're in trouble.
After the death of her husband, Summer, Jerrica Hinton, raises her young son alone in the mid-1990s. However, the couple's grieving process isn't going well. The boy repeatedly suffers tantrums, and mother and son repeatedly argue. After a particularly heated argument, a package is found in the front yard one day. It contains a VHS tape of the children's music show, Mr. Crockett's World. Summer didn't order it, but since there is apparently no other recipient, and to calm Major down, she puts the tape in the VCR. And a short time later, the real Mr. Crocker, Elvis Nolasco, climbs out of the television and kidnaps the child into his limbo. Number 6. Lake George, 2024.
I'm a good person, too.
That's funny, huh?
When ex-con Don, Shea Wiggum, freshly released from prison, visits mob boss Armin, Glenn Fleshler, To collect money he owes him, he is instead given one final assignment, to take care of Phyllis, Carrie Coon. Don tries to carry out the assignment, but realizes he can't pull the trigger. Instead, the two misfits embark on a road trip together, during which their lives and their relationship with Armin become increasingly intertwined. Phyllis soon reveals she has her own agenda and proposes a little tag team action to Don. Together, they plan to steal money, lots of money, from the people who want her dead. Don must choose between staying loyal to Armin or the cunning, charismatic woman he was supposed to kill. Number 7. Self-Reliance, 2024.
To kill you, the hunters.
What are you talking about? There's people trying to murder me?
Oh, shit.
Very much so.
A dark reality show puts a man's life in danger for a cash reward. Self-Confidence follows Tommy, Jake Johnson, a middle-aged man whose boring life takes a new turn when he is approached on the street by an actor, Andy Samberg, who convinces him to participate in a live show on the dark web. With no prospects for love or work, Tommy hesitates to accept the conditions of the game. To win $1 million, he must survive for 30 days while being continually attacked by killers. Afraid of putting his family and friends at risk, Tommy, however, believes he has found a loophole in the reality show's premises. He can only be attacked and killed if he is alone. Number 8. Nightbitch, 2024.
Motherhood changes you and connects you to some primal urges.
A woman, Amy Adams, who used to work as an artist, has a child with her husband, Scott McNary. Because the man can't and doesn't want to give up his job, it's up to the woman to look after their young son and do the housework, which means she's forced to give up her career completely. She's not alone in this, as her friends have suffered the same fate, the same old daily routine consisting of wiping bottoms. The irritated mother, however, is so dissatisfied with her situation that she develops strange visions. In these, her behavior increasingly resembles that of a dog, or is she actually slowly transforming into one? Number 9. Dead Sea, 2024.
One down, two to go.
Follows the events following an accident in the vast and isolated Dead Sea, where a young girl and her friends are rescued by a seemingly friendly fishing boat. However, their sense of relief soon turns into a nightmare when they discover that the boat's captain is hiding dark and terrifying secrets. The protagonist, whose peaceful life is turned upside down by the accident, believes she has found salvation in the hands of a couple of kind strangers. However, what seemed like benevolent help quickly turns out to be a deadly trap. Number 10. Suncoast, 2024.
This neighborhood is scary, but like when you're in it, it's like not that scary. Thank you.
Set in 2005 in St. Petersburg, Florida, Suncoast is a sensitively told coming-of-age story as Chin's young heroine finds friendship through unexpected connections and gestures and is forced to reckon with the gravity of her brother's health. In a breakout role, Nico Parker embodies Doris, an awkward high schooler whose unique and troubling home life ultimately provides opportunities for her freedom and an unexpected entree into the popular kids' clique. Laura Linney shines as Doris's preoccupied mother and finds complex human behavior under unimaginable circumstances. Separately and together, a mother and daughter face a situation bigger than themselves that builds to a crescendo of deep emotional power and pathos.